I'm now going to go through a brief overview of an order. So let's just go right back to our dashboard. An order for any particular person is where you can take actions. So you might want to assign some resources for an appointment. You may want to assign or just build a quick quote to someone, but you go into their order and have a look. So let's go into the orders. These are all the orders that we've taken since the beginning of time on this system that we can look at. But let's just start off with Bill Gates as one and click bills. And we can see here that we've got some screens down the side, some navigation down the side rather. And I'll just go through each one of these to give you an idea of what the information is and why you might need it. So you've got an inquiry referral ID which will refer to the notes that were taken on the initial inquiry, and if you click that, that will take you right back to when the first person spoke to them and the details that they took from at the time. This one might be particularly relevant, recommended by Sergey Brin, and need 5 new commercial boilers in several properties. Order number is automatically created by the system, so you can find it in the search bar here. Account number, every time an order is created for the first time for a new customer, they are assigned an account number, and any subsequent order is always badged to that particular account number for that customer, and that makes them easy to find. And also, when you look in their customer portal, or they want to look in their customer portal, for example, they can see every job that has ever been undertaken by your company for them. Job owner, well, that's who basically owns this job. You can reassign it to anyone else to take care of. The department, gas and heating, and this to that. Order, boiler installation. When the order was taken, exactly, the 11th, 2014. The status of the order. Now the status goes from 1 to 13 in actual fact, but this is the very first inquiry, so we haven't actually done anything with this order at all, and we will run through on another video about the those stages. The details of the job, the site address details, contact numbers, the order log. Every time you do something on this order and this account now, you will have an order log. So who did it and what time they did it and what they actually did. Appointments, have any appointments been associated with this order? In this instance, no. We'll go down on the left again. So just as a rule of thumb, on the top along here we have what we call the global menu. So this accesses pretty much all of your accounts, and on the left, once you've selected one from the top, this will give you the local account. So in this particular instance, this is the order number badged to that account number. Order overview, charges, financial quotes, and document store. So let's just go down to customer service here on the left, and here we've got any notes that we might have about this particular order, and if we want to, we can add one, and if we want to, we can add a file. So they may have sent us a document. We can add a picture, which is that one. We can even add video. But let's just say that we'll just leave a quick note. A tour of the house when we arrive. And that really could be any kind of note whatsoever. And we'll save that. We can see now that if we go back to our customer services, we can see the notes. Bill wants to give us a tour of the house, and every time we add a note, that will go down in sequential order, and it will tell you exactly what time you put the note in as well. So let's move on to the next stage in this order, charges. We haven't actually done a job for Bill yet, so it would be a bit naughty to charge him anything for it, but we will go and show you how to raise a charge just briefly on this one. Let's raise a charge for £600, and let's say that it was for, we've got some options here: labour, parts or materials, gas safety certificate, electrical, fixed price, congestion charge. All of these, we'll say it's a fixed price charge of £600. And now we can see that including VAT, Bill now owes us £720. We'll go through this at a later stage. Financial. This is basically an overview of the actual finances of this particular order. So the FTM payments, this is customizable, but FTM here stands for Field Team Member, so you may want to associate a cost of the job, and you might want to allocate some of the cost of that to the field team member. And once you add something in there, it appears in here as £120 in labour, and you know you have to pay that engineer £120 for this particular job. Costs, this would be anything like materials, and then this will work out exactly how much profit you've made on this job. So once you've entered your costs. Quotes, well again, we haven't done anything for Bill yet, and we're going to do another video on quotes. Finally, document store. If you've done a gas safety certificate, for instance, or maybe you've done a report for Bill, maybe you've got an electrical certificate, maybe you've even got some pictures that you want to share with him, you can put this in to this screen here, documents and certificates. There you can see note documents, and this basically will allow him to go in on his customer portal and see whatever you have put up there. And this is quite useful for a customer who might be ringing you up and saying, look, can you give me this, can you give me that, your invoices, the CP12s, gas safety certificates. Something that you might have to ordinarily send on an email, means that now you can just point them towards their portal and they can service it themselves. So that's a brief overview of an order, and for the individual sections here, just look for the relevant video.